enough. What? You know what? I'm throwed off. I'm really throwed off.
Throwed?
I'm throwed off. I'm throwed off because we're in Dallas, and now we're doing the show at 7 o'clock. And in other places it's at 8 o'clock. And at home, when we're in Las Vegas, it's 5 o'clock. So I'm throwed off. I'm just throwed off. I don't know what's going on with this. You know what I'm saying? So help me. You're not helping me.
Does it look like Father Time to you? I can't help you. I can't make all the times magically become on one plane.
You were supposed to be helping me.
Helping you with what?
You're part of this show.
I knew what time it was.
What good does that do me?
Well, when I say, come on, Dad, let's go.
Then it's on, huh?
Yeah.
Hello, people. How are you doing?
Hello, from New Orleans.
Once again, who's from New Orleans?
Somebody said they're from New Orleans.
Oh, you're... Hello from New Orleans, okay. Because I thought you were saying that.
Oh, no. I was just... somebody was saying hello from New Orleans. I wasn't saying that. Oh, they got some DC, Philly, DMV. For a moment, I had a slow moment when somebody said they're from DMV.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, wait a minute, you're from the car Department of Motor Vehicles. Not today, but
where's that at?
When I first heard it.
Where is that?
I think that's on Robindale and Wigwam in Vegas.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's
Dad, I'm just kidding. I was giving you the Department of Motor Vehicles. I was just kidding.
What is that?
What
Maryland?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Maryland?
Delaware?
Where is DMV at?
What is
Please help
DMV?
us out. We're having a moment.
I don't know what that is. Hello, Cincinnati.
The only DMV I know is...
I know where.
Oh, they said DC area, like Maryland or Virginia.
Maryland, okay.
Okay, thank you. Because when I
Okay.
had first heard that, I was like, DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles.
Hi, Sierra.
Hi, Sierra.
What's going on, Sierra? Well,
we're on one today, guys.
Yes, absolutely.
On the road.
We're in Dallas.
Yes.
We're visiting my cousin Ernest, who is the astronaut, and he helps build space stations and all that.
Yep. He's going to the moon.
He's the one of the world's finest welders. He's received all kind of awards.
Engineer.
He's an engineer also. Look, he wants to go to space. He wants to be like...
He wants to be on the moon.
Yeah, you're right. He wants
the black man on the moon.
That's it. So, you see us Leverts, we do everything.
Everything.
We want to fly to the moon.
Everywhere.
Fly me to the moon.
I had a brain fart. Let me lay among the stars. Let me see what life is like on
Jupiter and Mars.
In other words,
I
love you.
Nobody asked you.
Whatever, man. You know I'm good.
Somebody said, who's driving?
Who's driving the
Ant-Man?
Who's driving the bus?
The ant is driving the bus. The ant from Detroit.
Yep.
He's been driving me now for almost 15, 20 years. He drives the son.
Well, Micah said, hold my hand.
Hold my hand.
And what?
I think that was one of the lyrics. I might have said
is that
it wrong.
part
I
of
don't
it?
know.
Yeah.
What'd it do?
Hey. Hey.
Yo. Hey.
I was on the other side, like, in other words, hold my hand.
I knew it. I knew he was singing this song.
I was right with y'all singing.
Yeah, oh yeah, we was really.
Yeah.
You were really singing.
Well, I wasn't singing well, but I was singing.
He was off
Oh
screen.
wow! Well, you got to know today we got the beautiful one,
Yes,
the
our
heavenly
favorite.
one, our the queen.
The
We meet.
talented, the
Yeah,
Oscar-winning,
yes, yes.
Beautiful
The
person.
Academy Award winner.
Academy Award-winning,
Yes, yes,
amazing TV show having,
yes.
you
Y'all love. They said, hey, what up, sweet grit?
no, they didn't. Well, I guess,
No,
yeah, they did.
nobody said, hey, sweet grit.
Yeah. It's hey, it's Sweet Grits here.
Yo, you can thank Anthony Hamilton. Every time you see him, be like, yo.
No, now I have beef with Anthony Hamilton and I got beef with Jill Scott. But you know what I'm saying?
What did Jill do?
Oh man, when I was a little boy and my dad had a show, Jill was on the show. I think Dad was closing. It was crazy. I think Alicia Keys was on that show too. And I was running around backstage like I normally do, and she kicked me out. Like she made me leave backstage, and I was like, I'm not, I'm Gerald's son, and they were like, we don't care, get out. So from that point forward, I was like 12, 11, and I was like, from this point forward, me and you, we have beef.
Now, were you disrupting her show?
Not as much as I ever did. Like I'm not like disruptive. It was backstage, but she wasn't having a show backstage.
Oh, she wasn't even on.
No. She was just walking through. And then so I was like, yeah. And then so I'm like, okay. And I go back and tell Dad, and I'm like, Dad, Jill Scott just kicked me out. And he was like, hey man, it's okay, son. He was like, I don't want to put him on the spot.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Is that all he said?
No, that's not all he said.
This guy, I know that.
No, that's not all he said. Let's say he said she's going through things. Let's say she said that.
Why don't we just get to the top?
I think this is good.
Hey man,
kicked him out of the backstage area.
Yeah,
she wasn't. She just didn't like his presence.
No, and from that point forward, the child was scorned, and I placed a vendetta that I'm sure she has no clue about, but I have it. I've known and I've held on for this over 15 years. Wow, that's problematic.
You're still holding on to it.
Yeah, why let it go? Why let it go?
Well, okay. I guess so.
We have no time.
All right, so y'all just gonna keep calling me Sweet Grits, man. Listen, sugar in your grits is good. I don't care what none of y'all say. And you're not gonna, I don't care.
Anthony Hamilton did that to you.
Yeah, now I have beef with Anthony Hamilton.
Ernest in the background, like, who put sugar on grit?
Oh God.
Yeah, we're back. They're back.
The funny thing is, I know people put sugar in grits. Like I know people do. So like,
let's talk about Dante Wright. That what's her name is Potter.
Yeah.
The police woman. She was found guilty.
Yep.
On all charges.
And the crazy thing is that usually when we talk about like how the verdicts are gonna go, like on our show, the next day, then the verdict usually
look,
comes
Monique
out.
just said sugar goes with grits. So Monique agrees with me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut y'all off. But she just said sugar goes. I love you. I needed somebody big to have my back, and she did it. I'm good. We're good.
Yeah, but I'm wait until you ask her the question you're gonna ask her.
Wait,
All right, let's go back to the top.
I think that I like sugar on my grits, but I'm not.
Oh,
like
so you were just
they
you just
wasn't
stayed
like
quiet. You just stayed quiet and let them hit me, and was like, you wasn't gonna jump in and be like, actually, it's pretty good. You were just like, no, I'm just gonna.
I did say that, but I just kind of.
You left me
I
to the
just kind of
wolves.
like let you. Yeah,
Well, I know. Listen, well, you know, we lost another great football icon in John Madden, and so those, you know, all those kids who have the Madden football games and all of that stuff. He just passed away. He was 85 years old. So, you know, the football
That's
in
it's
you know,
crazy. Like, there's never been a time that I've known life without John Madden being there. Like, there's always been a John Madden. You even played John Madden. You used to jerry rig
yes,
the hotel.
absolutely.
You used to jerry rig the hotel TVs and plug it in. And
Yes, I did.
yeah,
And when we were doing the Fighting Temptation, me and Montel Jordan played Madden every time we had a break. We were in either his camper or either in mine playing the football game. You know what I'm saying? So John Madden has been a part of generational people for my kids, uh, myself, people older than me. Not only in football, he carried a lot of weight in a lot of age groups. You know what I'm saying? And so I think the whole football world, plus the kids who learned anything about football, are going to be in mourning over this because we've got a lot of insight on the game of football and how to play the game, and you know, and a lot of hours of great fun playing the game.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Rest in peace, John Madden, man. That name's always been,
So
yeah. Wow.
so hats off to Mr. John Madden and my condolences to his family.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'm with you.
Now another bit of news, and I got this earlier today that they're talking about there's possibly going to have to be a fourth vaccine shot. What do you think about that?
Didn't they just start saying that you need to take a third shot? Like,
Well,
and
they
now they're
just took
saying
the
you got to
fourth.
take a fourth. I listen. They're
Like,
saying you can't even go to Sundance without a booster shot, like the film festival. So it's like it's a lot of shots.
A lot.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, and I know people who are afraid of needles, who are afraid to get shot. So I know they are not smiling right now.
Well, the thing of it is like you still are going to be subject to catching the virus, and then they're saying that viruses are going to keep coming. They're not going to. This is not the last virus that's going to show up. There's going to be more, and how do you combat this? How do you?
People wash your hands.
And then I think people just need to start wearing their masks.
And stop being nasty.
And you know, and people are fighting with one another, and
people are
they
turning
hurt
against.
one another.
People are turning on people. Like, it's getting weird. Like, people are getting like extremely aggressive towards people who
Oh
are
yeah,
like.
like that lady who's on the plane that assaulted that guy. She was like basically yelling at him and spit on him, and she's like, he's not wearing the mask. But the whole while she's on this tirade, she doesn't have her mask on. So I'm like, yo, what is happening? And I just think that, like somebody said on here, they just need to take things slow. They rushing it too much. Like, try to figure out what's what, so we don't have to.
Well, I don't get it.
I mean, well, they're trying to save people's lives, and I understand like them trying to figure out how to save people's lives and everything, but it also seems like they're also like, I don't know, because it's like, all right, just give them the shot, give them another shot, give them another shot, give them another shot, and they really like, I don't know, have they had enough time to test giving people 4 shots to see how that does, and then it's like, but I feel like they're kind of putting the economy ahead of everyone else. Instead of shutting things down, slowing things down again, they're just like, oh, you guys just keep going, do everything, just take 5 shots, and then everything will be all right.
Yeah.
So
I think that we need to just come together and just all kind of like stop with all this madness.
I mean, but yeah.
I don't know where we're gonna go, where this is leading to. You know, I think they need to take the time to see what is going to be the after effect of the shots that they've already taken. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what this is going to lead to, whether we're going to be able to withstand a 4th shot. You know, and then that's a 4th shot with a booster. So that's really 5 shots.
Well, on last stuff that I read earlier today, that Alexa told a 10-year-old kid to stick a penny in a socket. And
what do you mean?
So, like,
what do you mean?
Asked the Alexa if there was any challenges that they could do, and Alexa gave them like a how-to basically it's to stick basically how to electrocute yourself.
So
it says stick a plug or plug up your phone in the socket, but like leave it halfway out, and then touch the penny on the prong.
Wow. Oh wow! So like the Matrix is really happening. Like they're really trying to kill us. Like the machines have garnered sentience, and now they're trying to get rid of us.
Listen, this is going too far. I think we need to get Monique in here. Is she anywhere on here?
Yeah, I think I have seen her. She was talking to Auntie Patty.
Let's see.
Oh, there she goes.
Okay, now, this is a woman.
Somebody said they see it.
Hello!
Hey, baby!
We got the legend!
This is Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Remember Ryan?
I do. How you doing,
girl,
baby?
Right. And then you got, your boy right here, LaMicah.
Hey.
Now, his screen is out.
My screen is out.
Your screen.
Okay. All right, I'm going to log out and jump back in.
Hey, Eddie.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I am wonderful, baby. How you doing?
Great, baby.
Huh?
What you think about this gray?
Listen here, let me tell you something. I just told my baby girl, I said, that man looks amazing. I said, that man looks amazing, baby. Not one wrinkle, clear skin. Life is good to you, baby.
So do you, darling. You just keep getting beautiful and all that. Because I remember when I saw you in the airport, and you just scooted past me, and I guess you was pulling the rig wheelchair act to get from one plane to
No, sir, I was not pulling no act, baby. Don't do it, Eddie. Don't do it. Don't. Let me tell you something, okay? Your father's wild. I want to tell you something. He say things out his mouth, okay? He don't care. Listen, Eddie, I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell what you did to me in Las Vegas. I'm going to tell how you spoke to me. Listen here. There's a fight in Vegas, right? I don't remember who was fighting, Eddie. I don't remember who was fighting. And for whatever reason, Gerald wanted to get me tickets to this fight, okay? So he said, meet my father over there. He's going to have the tickets. I thought that was such a wonderful gesture. I'm like, okay, brother, cool. I'm over there with my biological brother and sister, right? So we trying to meet up with Eddie Levert to get the tickets to the fight. Now, I could have gotten my own damn tickets, Ryan, but I was so grateful that my brother Gerald was saying, I'm going to buy Monique some tickets to the damn fight, okay? Hours go by. I don't see your father nowhere. Nowhere. No. Now the fight has started, okay? Now Eddie Levert wants to get in contact with me. Do you know what he said to me when I answered? Where's your fat ass? I'm sick all damn day. This is ridiculous. I said, Eddie, when I see you, I'm going to punch you right in your face. Who you talking to? So I called Gerald. I said, listen, let me tell you what your father said to me. He said, what did he say? I said, he called me a fat ass. He said, no, didn't, Monique. I said, yes. He said, I'm.
Okay, you know what? I believe that because I live with him. So he said stuff to me like that. He'd be like, you know, Ryan, you know, coming in here, you look really nice today. He's like, but what are you trying to do? I'm like, Daddy, you can say that. But I've been with him for so long that it doesn't bother me because I know that's him. I was anybody else,
Mo,
that would have got me.
Mo, you know I did it all in love. Mo.
You know I love that directness, baby. You know
yeah, well, you can't help.
I said, I don't want to have to beat up Gerald Levert's father.
I really wish you did it. I really wish you hit him. I really wish you did. Because somebody has to, and nobody will. So, like, that would have, all right.
No, the way to handle him is to give it right back to him.
Mo,
then,
Yes, sir.
I've never been able to thank you personally for the things that you've done for the OJs and for when you had your show, how you made way for us to be on that show, and you're that kind of person, and I must tell you that I love you, and all the things that have gone on in your life have just, you know, they got to know that they can't play with you like that. they got to know that you are not gonna go for it.
No, sir.
No, you're the queen. You're the queen of comedy. You were with the queens. Now, and then you won the Academy Award. Now, how did that change you or your career very much after you won the Academy Award?
You know, when I won that Academy Award, let me just say this first. That wasn't the be all to end all for me. Because coming up, when the Oscars came on, nobody like me got that award, so that award didn't excite me. And I knew that if Hattie McDaniel, I knew that woman said once I won it, it felt like I got cursed because now they didn't want to pay me what the hoopla was about this trophy. Everyone said, once you win this trophy, oh my goodness, you skyrocket, your money goes. Well, that wasn't the case for a Black woman. And when she inquired about it, well, they pretty much set her down and said, take what we give you. So that wasn't my excitement, though I'm grateful for any award. My excitement came in, Eddie, when the first time I won an Image Award, baby.
Yeah.
The first time they put my name for that damn award, let me tell you something. It was a little girl running up there, standing in her bathroom mirror, accepting her award because they were my folks.
Yeah, babe.
I think you the best at doing this right now. So the Oscar for me didn't do anything.
I mean, it didn't up your value. It didn't make them want to pay you more money. It didn't give you, you didn't get more doors, didn't open up for you at all.
When you hear Viola Davis say she's won this, she's won that, she's won this, she's won that, and it's still a fight.
Oh.
It's still, how much more do I have to prove? How much more do I have to say? Because when they say, once you win that Oscar, baby, that's the ball, that's the game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when we win it, now you change the finish line.
Oh, it's like Tiger Woods when he was winning so many golf tournaments. They changed the length of the golf course. They changed the dynamics of the golf course. So you're saying by you being the fourth black woman to win the Academy Award, that they changed the goal line. They put it down further. They made it a little higher. So now you have to do a little more. You have to bend over a little farther.
You know, I'm not good at bending. Okay, that don't work good with me, Eddie. I'm not good at bending unless everybody's pleasurable at the same time. I'm not good at that. So, you know, I said, for me too, what a lot of people didn't understand, I never went to Hollywood to be an actress. Becoming an actress is something that literally fell into my lap. I always went to Hollywood to be a talk show host. So when people would hear the word no from me, it would be like, you saying no? Yeah. Like, you saying no. You know what you look like, right? Not only are you black, not only are you a woman, but you also fat. And you have the audacity to tell us no. So people didn't understand was being an actress wasn't the dream, though I'm grateful for it. The dream has always been a talk show.
And so when you got your talk show, when you got your show, the Monique Show,
yeah,
was that like how much work was that in doing that on a weekly basis?
Eddie, it was no work at all, baby. I was on a playground every time I walked into that studio. Every time I walked in there, I was a little girl saying, oh my goodness, dreams do come true. I can remember there were times Sydney would have to say, Mama, this is not a real party. You cannot dance in the opening of the show so hard that we got to shut this shit down and dry you off. Now you have got to stop shaking yourself, because in my mind, I was a kid. So when people ask me about how hard it was, I never looked at it as being hard. I like going in there and getting dressed up, and somebody did my makeup, and somebody bought some notes, and I got to go out on stage and dance to the beat. Like every night I was like, shit, that's me. So it was never considered work for me.
And did you feel like you were in a place that now the people that you like, the performers that you really love, you had an opportunity now to show the people you really thought were not getting their props, here's their chance to shine? Did you think that was the door that you were able to open?
You know, when we did the Monique Show, and Sydney and I and Marilyn Gill, we sat down and we said, what do we want this show to be? And first, Sydney and I had that conversation. And we said when people went to bed, we wanted them to feel good, right? And we wanted our community to get a chance to see our stars and to see our legends and our ones that paved the way without them having to beg to go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So for us to have the OJs on the show, for us, that was an honor, because y'all paved the way so that I could have that talk show. And people might say, well, what does the two have to do with each other? Y'all don't understand the sacrifices just being black in entertainment.
Yes.
That they had to go through. So that was always an honor for us to have you, to have Vesta, to have Stephanie, to have Howard, to have the brother Patty, to have those Lenny Williams. I mean, Gerald, to have those people to come on the show and say to our community, look what's possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Baby.
So never us feeling like we were doing y'all a favor. It was us always feeling like without y'all, we don't exist. So we've got to showcase our folk to our babies so they understand what the possibilities are.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
I got a
Go ahead.
I got a quick question, just to go back to, you know, you speaking on never bending and everything. With the Netflix situation,
Mhm.
I was with you. I didn't fully understand your point. It took me a second to go down and do a little research and everything, but I totally finally got to your point and totally agree with you. Are you still going through the situation with Netflix, or what's up with that?
We're in the midst of it right now, baby.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you're still in the midst of it. You can't really talk about it. Huh?
I mean, you know, depending on what you're trying to talk about, because there's some of it that's already public,
Yeah.
but
Well,
we're in the midst of it.
I mean, I just want to know your thoughts on it, because they offered you what, 500,000
Mm-hmm.
to come do the Netflix, but I'm sure you probably make more than that on a tour. And to actually give them the content, and then they just own that content, that it doesn't make sense. So it's like, how do you feel about that situation? You being an Oscar winner and them not trying to give you, you know, the props, the money that you should actually get for that. Like, how do you feel about that?
I'm in a lawsuit with him. That's how I
There you go.
Okay, now. Right then. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Did that answer your question?
That, I mean, she's suing them. Yeah, it answers my question perfectly. Yeah.
I mean, when you know the history of so many Black women in this business, and when you know our Shirley Hemphills, and our Thea Vidals, and our Marsha Warfields, and our Sylvia Tremore Morrisons, when you know these Black women, when you know Moms Mabley's biggest payday was $11,000, and that was at the Apollo. Now, in that woman's death, we tell great stories about her, but while she was alive, she was exploited, taken advantage of, misused, abused. So, and she died like so many others by themselves, sick, broke, lonely. And it wasn't that they squandered their money. They didn't get the money they were supposed to get.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that is why I take the stand. I stand unapologetically because I know their stories. And I don't know which way this thing is going to go, win, lose, or draw. But damn it, what I won't do is bend, and I won't waver, because so many of us do, in fear of, well, what if I lose everything? Well, what if you do?
Yeah,
what if you lose the material shit? That's what it is. It's material.
Well, what did you have in the first place? You came from nothing. So what they're dangling in front of you is nothing, because you came from nothing. And they don't want to give you what you've worked hard to show for. And you're just only asking for justice. And I totally understand, because being a Black entertainer in a entertainment world that is motivated by white media, I mean, and this is I can't mince words with it, because if you look out now, you'll say, okay, they're just doing a special with James Taylor and Carole King. Now, but what about, they're not doing a special on the Temptations? They're not doing a special on Stephanie Mills. We'll go back. They're not doing a special on Patti LaBelle. They're not doing a special on Gladys Knight.
Mm-hmm.
But these are people that have set the trend for music from day one. But if you're white and you're James Taylor and Carole King, they find something that we can put you on TV, give you a special. But Black entertainers don't get that kind of play. And we as Black people need to support our people like that.
We do. So when you have what we call Black networks, there's no reason why We're not doing a documentary on the OJs and the Temptations and Stephanie Mills and Melba Moore and Patti LaBelle. There's no reason why, because if we keep sitting around waiting for our turn to bite the carrot.
Yes.
That's how come we stay in the position we stay in, because we keep waiting. Instead of saying, hey, for our Black-owned networks, why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we doing that for our people? Why aren't we? Because, listen, before I got on with y'all today, I had to listen to y'all music. I didn't realize Eddie Levert, the OJs, have so many hits. I'm like, shit, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So many that we would have to ask the question, why aren't they noticed? Why aren't they put in that place that when they speak, we listen? Because of all the knowledge and information that you have, but we've been so taught that that other water is going to taste better.
But they always say to you, like, your demographics is not the demographics that we're shooting after. Well, where are you shooting? Because we've sold millions of records. So it's like when we go on tour, you can only go in 30 or 40 cities. Why? This is a big country, and not all of those records were not sold to primarily Black people.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't we go to all 50 states and play probably 13 or 10 cities in that state?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
They'll tell you the promoters, the agencies, well, your audience is not going to come out. That's because you're not promoting. You're not doing your job. I'm not trying to sell anybody on anything. I'm just saying that if you do your job, we can do these things. We can make it happen.
You know, I remember when I first got into the business and became Nikki Parker, right? And I kept getting asked the question, you know, it looked like you could ready to go mainstream. It looked like you could ready to go mainstream. And I would have to say, well, what stream am I in right now?
Yeah.
Because the stream I'm in right now is my mainstream. And if anybody wants to come in my stream, baby, we welcome all the fish. We welcome the black fish, the white fish, the red fish, the yellow fish. But what I won't do is jump out my stream to come play in your stream.
That's right.
So once I think that if we understood what we possess, we wouldn't keep being in a position to say, why won't you have us? Why won't you have us? You know, when I played My Rainey, you know why I love that woman? And I asked, could I have that role? Because initially they offered me another role, and that was to play the sister. And I said, you know, I appreciate it, but no thank you. Because I felt like I had played that character, right? I had played that monster. I said, but if Ma Rainey is still available, I would love to play her. And they called back and said, if you would like to have it, it's yours. I loved that woman because she did it her way until the end. I love that woman because she was good with Black money.
Yes, sir.
Woman, because when she died, she owned her mansion, baby. She owned her land. She owned her part of the train with Black money.
That's right.
That was, when I get it, it's green. And when I buy what I buy, they don't ask me who gave you this money. Was it white money? It's green money. So I appreciated trying to bring her story to life because of what she possessed.
That's
and a fearlessness that's, I gotta make sure the little girl coming after me know what it's like to be okay with her folk.
That's right. Tell me this. Now, not trying to be messy or any of that. I just want to ask you this. How is your relationship with Lee Daniels, Oprah, and Tyler Perry now? Are y'all past your I won't call it a little difference. Are you past that issues that y'all were having?
No. And until they right that wrong, I won't get past it. And I won't let it go. And I won't be quiet, because what happens is, Eddie, the reason why people have been able to get over for so long in this business is simply based on fear. And I'm not going to say nothing. Those people, in my humble opinion, y'all responsible for generational money with my family. Y'all are responsible for costing my family millions of dollars based off of Tyler Perry saying I'm different, based off of Oprah Winfrey just being silent, based off of Lee Daniels saying I was asking for strange demands. That's why I'm blackballed. Y'all words, with y'all words and lack of, really damaged my career. And when you have Tyler Perry on tape, I have Tyler Perry on tape. My husband and I recorded Tyler Perry when he called our home. We didn't call Tyler Perry. He called us. And in that conversation, that man says, what I did to you was wrong. And when my next movie comes out, I'm going to apologize. And that movie was Boo. That was 2016. Now,
Right.
you have a man on tape saying, I violated. I did wrong. And then you say to the community, do y'all hear him? Do you hear him? And then some of the community still says, oh, Monique, just let that go. You just let that go. Well, that's why we're able to be taken advantage of the way we're taken advantage of. Until Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, Lionsgate, right the wrong, it's not in my spirit to let it go. Because I have to fight for the family, Eddie, I'll never get a chance to meet.
Tell me this. Why are we like that? Why do we forget about the struggle? Do we forget when we didn't have? Because remember, Oprah, neither Lee Daniels, neither Tyler Perry have always had it like that. Don't they remember when they had to struggle? When they had to get a hand up, was it the white people that made you who you were? Was it them who did this for you? Or was it the black people? Was it the people that you rode their back to get to where you're getting? And now you're going to do the same thing that the white organization has done to you. And you're going to do it now to your sisters and brothers. And they do it. And I know they're doing it.
I know I'm not the only one. That's why it's like you take it personal, but you don't take it personal. You take it personal because it's you. But when you understand the history of who we are and how we do one another, it's like, it's just my turn. But the universe is saying to me, what you going to do with your turn? And if they're not staying side by side, it's like, no, we won't back up. We won't waver. We won't shut up. We won't down. If that means they block me forever, then that's what that means. But I cannot let it go.
Well, you, and then you have people in the neighborhood who will say, they offered you $500,000, Monique. Why would that's a lot of money? Why don't you? That is not a lot of money. That is not a lot of money, because you can buy one thing, a house, and that money is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is not, what do you equate a lot of money?
Right.
A lot of money is when you have a house over here, a house over there, a house over here, and a house over there, 2 cars over there, 10 cars down here, five swimming pools, whatever. So what are all of these going to do for you when you could take and have one house and help your brother and sister to get them one house and y'all go there together?
Do you know because see, we got, in my humble opinion, we got caught up in people's stuff.
Yes.
Impressed with private jets. We're impressed with the yachts. We're impressed with who's got the biggest mansion. We're impressed with that. And I know some billionaires who are bankrupt spiritually.
Yes.
A lot of stuff, but spiritually they bankrupt, and Oprah Winfrey, in my humble opinion, is one of them. Tyler Perry is one of them. Steve Harvey is one of them. They have a whole lot of stuff, but spiritually you're bankrupt, because when you know there's been a wrong committed, when you know it has, and you allow that wrong to take place, I don't know how I don't speak of God and how good God is and how amazing the journey is, but you know you've walked the wrong path and not courageous enough to make it right. And that's who stands in front of our community and says, I'm down for my people. Okay.
Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say, with all that you said, so what do you think, in your opinion, should the younger generation be doing to contribute to our community and the industry? What can we do to help?
Stay fearless. Be unwavering. If it quacks like a duck and it looks like a duck, you better be able to say, that's a damn duck. They want to say it's a dog. You be like, no, damn it, that duck ain't gonna bark. That's a damn duck. Eddie, shit. So for our younger babies, for me, and I have teenage sons and an adult son and an adult daughter niece, and I say to them, be unwavering in what you believe in. Be fearless in your stand. So that's what I say to the babies coming up. Be unwavering in what you know is right. What you know is right. Don't sacrifice that for anybody.
Now tell me this, Monique. Now, and when I read this and I saw the title, I was just thought, now what the hell does this mean? When I say domino, the vagina monologue.
Yes, sir.
What the hell that mean?
Baby, let me tell you about it, Eddie Levert. I believe her name was Eve Ensler. And she wrote this play about women's experiences dealing with their vaginas. So it was the vagina actually talking, you know, like oh baby, it was something delicious. It was incredible. Yes, indeed, baby. It was really beautiful. It was really beautiful. Yes.
I mean, was that a play or a movie?
It was a play. It was a play. And it was 5 sisters. We sat up on a stage and you had these cards in your hand and you read, you know, you read from your vagina.
Okay. Whatever. I ain't that no more.
It was like the vagina talking, baby, shit.
Okay. Now you lead me to another question.
Okay.
Now, what did you really mean when you told Oprah, when you said the statement that you had an open marriage? I mean, you know, what?
LaMichael, watch your mouth. You know, when Sydney and I first got together, right? I was still in boss mode. I was still in my money, my rules.
Yeah.
And everybody thought that it was Sydney who asked for that. And just people's mindset. When I said I was in an open marriage, oh, Monique gonna let that man just take advantage of her because he's fine and she fat and she just glad she got somebody. I'm like, y'all don't even understand who brought it to the table. Because I was in that mindset of, I'm a star. I can do what I want to do. So when I took that to my best friend, because this man has been my best friend since the 10th grade. Since we were 14 years old.
No joke.
So he know all the secrets. He know when I cheated on the other husbands. Okay, I call him.
But wait a minute, hold it before you take me too fast. Did he know about you and Gerald Levert?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I need a little insight on that relationship.
Gerald Levert, because he was the one I called when I went on the road with Gerald, and Gerald was acting a whole damn fool. And I said, he got me fucked up out here on this road. Excuse me, Ryan. Okay. But I was in my feelings, baby. I'm like, no. He said, listen, get on the flight and come on home. I see you when you get here. I got you. So there's nothing that this man didn't know. So when we first got together, I was still in boss mode, baby. I was still in, I'm running shit. I'm Nikki Parker. And when I took it to him, he said, listen, you know how much I love you? He said, if you want to be with another man, Monique, if that's going to make you happy, go ahead. I'm going to be right here. Because that's sex between two people. He said, but I want you to understand something. You know, if you can be with other men, I damn sure can be with other women. That's when I said, no, that's not what I meant. I'm saying, no, you're not. So that's what it initially meant. Well, now that we're 15 years in, I can't even imagine, Eddie, being with another man. Because that man got me so sprung and so open and so blown away and so grateful that we're still in an open marriage.
I understand.
We like that thing never changed, but for he and I, 15 years in, and we 54 years old, well, you think differently as you get older. So the openness is, I don't have no secret thoughts.
Yes.
I don't have no secret bank accounts. I don't have no hidden agendas. It's like when I leave earth, that black man will know every single inch of me as I will know of him. That's all.
So you and my dad were getting down like that. Cause he's a notorious fibber. And the thing about it was he would always tell the story about how he got drunk at your house one night and you locked the gates and wouldn't let him leave or something like that. and so I just need to know I need to know from your point of view. He said he tried to leave and he said you wouldn't let him leave. He got in the car, you closed the gates, you wouldn't open the gates, and I think your nanny had to open up the gate, like you're not your nanny, you're the house lady, the cleaner lady, somebody, because you wouldn't let him leave.
Look, she said she was the boss.
This is why one thing y'all gonna know about your girl, I always keep receipts. Always.
I told you he's a notorious fibber.
Okay. And I'm glad you saying he's a fibber. Okay. Let me tell you.
Go ahead, because I'm going to believe you.
I had an event at the house for an organization called Crystal Stairs.
Yeah.
And there was some sisters that came over to the house, right? And we had like a get-together on the balcony outside of my bedroom upstairs. Your father was coming in town. I said, Gerald, do you know what would be really beautiful? If you came and gave these women a private concert. They sisters that's, down on their luck, they trying to get their things back together. He said, Monique, it would be my honor. He said, but I'm in and out. He said, so I'm going to be really tired. I said, no problem. You can stay in the guest bedroom down the hall. Kids were home. He said, cool in the gang. There was no liquor involved. We had one cocktail. Your father sipped about 2 sips, and then he got to snoring so damn loud. I can't tolerate that. I closed the door. He took that ass to sleep. The next morning, the car came and picked him up. Now, Gerald Levert, if your spirit is anywhere around, blink the lights twice.
He loves to embellish. He loved to embellish stories. He did that often.
Monique.
And I got the pictures. I got the pictures and the video of this amazing concert that your dad did. Like, it was so awesome. And those women were so blown away to see this man walk out that door and sing to them. It was beautiful. So why he would mess it up with a lie?
No, listen, Monique. When I was younger and I was in the Bahamas, I had a girl in the room, and then Ryan's grandmother found the girl, and we got in trouble. And so I get back home, and my aunt Candace is like, "Well, Micah, you locked a girl in the closet and stole her credit cards and ran up her car." I said, "What? What are you talking about? Your dad told me you locked a girl in the closet in the Bahamas and stole her cards." I was like, "What?" The girl was in the closet because we didn't want her to get caught. But all that extra stuff, so like, yeah, I understand. He did that often. You're good.
All of y'all got jokes because I remember when I flew in, I don't even remember what city it was. I'm in the hotel room, the phone rings, I answer. Some woman on the phone says, "I just want you to know I'm kicking your ass when you come downstairs." So I said, "Well, please no, get ready for ass kicking because I'm coming downstairs." Like, I don't know who it was, but I'm like, I ain't no punk. At the time, I had no tag, none. So I hang up the phone. It ring again, call back. "Yeah, Monique." I said, "Yes. I just want you to know when you come downstairs." So after about the third time, now I called Gerald. I said, "Listen, you don't understand how I get down. If you got somebody else here, let me go ahead and leave because I don't play like that, brother. I don't fight over no man. I'm not doing that." He said, "Monique, ain't nobody else here." I said, "Gerald, somebody called up here 3 damn times saying threatening shit. I don't play like that. Come to it was your Aunt Candace." Okay, downstairs, I'm in fight form, baby. Fight form. Did y'all hear me? I'm in fight form. I'm ready for whoever.
Right.
Gonna jump on me.
Right.
Yes.
I know she did that. I know
She absolutely did that. That's
Yes.
I know she did it.
The Levert family done put me through some shit. Okay?
I'm sorry.
I can be honest with you. The Leverts, we get it honest.
Lord, no.
But one thing I do want to say, I want to say thank you. Because when Dad passed, a lot of people like weren't really like there like they were. And I really just want to thank you for really being there for my sister and really holding her down and really always being a rock for her because Carlicia, she, loves you to death. And I know you've done so much for her. And I just thank you for being that for her and us.
And I love y'all back, baby.
I love the ground you walk on, kid.
Absolutely.
I mean, don't ever think that there's anything I can ever do for you. You just let me know, and I'll be there. Even old and with a cane and with a wheelchair, crutches, you name it, I'll be there.
You're my favorite, like one of my favorite people. I think I always tell everybody, I'm like, my auntie, she don't play. Last time I see her and my mama was threatening the tag team. I was like, but she'll be there though.
Right. You might get your ass whooped, but I will be there.
Okay.
Hey, sweetness.
Oh, the voice showed her face.
And she's been sitting over there, and I think she did this specifically just for
because
you.
It's you, Monique.
Because of you.
That's why
Girl,
she did.
because of you. Because I wouldn't be on here.
She don't be on there. She be like, y'all just gonna hear my voice. So I'm gonna be on the sideline.
And I know about the woman respect thing. I be trying to keep them in line, and they be like, get out of here. I be like, okay, y'all steering too far
she
away.
be in the background. She be in the background.
Your hair look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Other daughter did it. Sierra did it. She said, I ain't never seen you in braids, mama, but your own. I said, well, I'm repping.
Okay, yeah.
Y'all look full and happy, baby. That is so beautiful. Like, y'all look full and happy.
Listen, Mo, don't want to hold you up. I want to say thank you for doing this, and much love, man. I
Thank you,
hope
babe.
goes your way.
Wish you success.
And you and your husband, you tell him to keep on being him.
Yes, sir.
That keep being. Don't waver, because it's there. If it's for you, you're gonna get it.
Yes. Yes.
One more question. Where did you pull the inspiration from your character in Precious? Like, did you pull that from somewhere? Because you played the hell out of that role to the point where me and my friends quote that movie, quote your lines just because. So,
Wow.
like, where did you pull that from?
I knew that character. That character was my oldest brother, Gerald. And that was my experience with him. So when Lee Daniels said, I need you to be a monster, baby, that's who I became my brother. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm going to tell you something, too. In playing that character, it made me stop hating my brother.
Oh, good.
Wow.
It made me understand the sickness and the illness. It made me, I don't have sympathy, but I empathize with that type of conflict inside of a human being. So, when people ask me, what did you have to be deprogrammed? No, none of that. When he said cut, I left that right there. But it made me not hate him.
Wow.
It really did. So I'm grateful for playing that role.
Yeah, thank you. You did a great job. You deserved that Oscar thoroughly.
Thank you, sweetness.
And remember, they're gonna always remember you. They can't forget you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what goes on, they can't forget you.
Are you gonna
the face all the time? They want to take your place, the backstage. Hey,
love you, babe. You get some rest. See you again somewhere.
Are you gonna be on the road? You doing a tour? You doing any shows soon?
Yeah.
I go back out in January. I'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Duke Energy Center, January 15th.
Okay.
And then I'll be in LA February I think February the 10th.
Can you please call me, or I'll get your number from Carlicia, because I'm in LA, so I definitely have to come to that show.
Oh, you live in LA?
Yeah, I live in LA.
Okay,
so you're back doing stand-up?
Yes, sir. I never stopped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never stopped doing the stage. No, sir.
Well, baby, you take care.
Happy New Year, my beautiful people.
Oh, yeah.
Happy New Year. Love you.
Baby, love y'all.
All right.
That was
great.
That was great, right?
Great.
I love that woman. She's great.
Do you ever think about the people you met doing, through your father, through your grandfather, and just being close to the business, and how you've been in these people's life, and they've been in you guys' life, since you were a baby, since you were a little kid?
I mean, for me, it's just like, I think as I get older, like when I first met these people, I'm like, oh my God. Like I almost couldn't speak, and everybody would be like, oh, she's just shy. But like inside I'm exploding because I love all these people, and they're like looking at my dad, and they're like, oh my God, he's the greatest. And I'm like, he's my dad.
Yeah.
But
no.
I have so much respect. I'm so thankful that I get to meet these people, and that like we can actually be like, hey, want to come over to the house? And I can be like, hey, this person is coming. Or I can call these people like family, kind of, and to know that they're like there and have like an insight, especially because I want to be in the business. It's kind of cool to have those connections. Not everybody gets start off like we got. Kind of get like a little, not too much because we still do the work, but we get kind of an upper hand because we know these people, and it's a blessing, really.
It's awesome. I remember it's actually cool because like I knew all these people before like I knew who they were. So it was like I remember when Dad was first doing LSG and he brought me backstage, and he introduced me to Johnny and Keith, and he was like, "Yeah, I know you know who these people are," and I was like, "Nope, who are they?" And then like everybody was just quiet, and I was like, this is Johnny, this is Keith. He introduced me to Candy. I had no clue who Candy was, but through life, you start to understand who these people are. And they've been there for me. It's cool to see how important they are to the world and to the people. So I'm appreciative. Thanks, Pop Pop. I love you, man. This is all because it's all because of you, man.
I think it's also great though too, because these people, like, everybody has their opinions, and I mean some people do have different interactions, but I think it's easier to be like you listen to what other people say, but you don't almost heed too much into it, because we know what goes on behind the scenes. Like, I know some people will say that my dad is like was mean to them and they don't like him, or any celebrity. But what they don't know is that like some of these people have been up for like 5 hours straight and no sleep, and they're over here asking for a gazillion things, and they don't even know the stuff that they go through to make these works of art. So, and I think that it really, to listen to Auntie Monique's story and the way that they're doing her, that was kind of making me mad, because I'm like, and the way they're doing our community was kind of making me mad, because
Pop is me. Pop is me. Let's not get that. Let's not get that misconstrued. My mom is literally at Patti LaBelle's house right now. Every time Patti gets on the phone, she's like, "Where's Eddie's evil bastard ass at?" And I'm just like, every time, like, I don't know what you've done to them. Like, the reason he's not, huh?
She don't mean that.
Yes, she does. She does. She loves you, but she does. When you say it every single time, there's a little bit of truth to it. But the thing, you're not mean to me. You're my best friend, because it's like you've always been this way. So I don't know any other guy. So it's like, that's not mean. That's him. But to everybody else, it's mean.
But like Aunt Monique was saying, truthfulness, fearless. I think a lot of people, he's truthful with us.
I don't believe you called her a fat ass. What is wrong with you, man?
He doesn't pull any
because
punches.
She was a fat ass.
I mean, Dan, I understand.
I meant no.
Why?
It was like
a term of endearment.
Yes, a term of endearment.
No. But
yes,
you know what? I can't even be like, hey, he's far off, because nowadays, excuse my French, we do say bitch this, bitch that to everyone. No, I said excuse my, well, you guys don't, but that's like a term of endearment nowadays.
They did that in my time, but don't play with me like that.
I know that, but I'm saying
like they've been doing that over the time.
I'm saying that's, yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's what they do now. So I mean, for him, that was a term of endearment. To us, it didn't seem like it.
It was a term of endearment.
But hey,
I felt
they
like,
still
look,
say it.
Let me tell you this.
She's the queen of comedy.
Let me tell you this. I felt like I could say that to her, and she would not be offended. And today, you saw she was never offended by that. She said, yeah, that's what she said.
And that's what I said. I was like, technically with him, you have to kind of just give it like that. I mean, he's not gonna lie to you though. When has he ever lied? We can never go through our life and say that my dad, your grandfather, has ever lied to us about anything.
Yeah.
He's never said, oh, sorry if y'all still believe in Santa Claus, but he's never said Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny. You can never say that he lied to us. If we came to him and we said, hey, we're going to be singers and we're going to, and we sung for him, he would tell us if we're trash. Honestly, I've been singing since the time I came out of my womb and
out of your
womb.
Out of my mom's womb. Sorry, I'm tired, you guys.
Oh,
but,
wow.
Out of my mom's womb, I've been singing, and just recently, I'm 19 years old. Just recently, he told me that I sound good. You know how long I've been waiting for this man to tell me?
He's a tough critic. He's a tough critic.
But she worked on it. I saw the work. I saw the work that she put in it. And I saw where she came from to get to this place right here.
He said it out of what?
The same.
Hey, I'm tired.
the same thing with your father. When he first started singing, I was his worst critic. Hold it. You can't go out there sounding like this. You cannot go out there. You're going to have to work on this. You're going to have to get this right. And when he got it right, I was the very first person to grab his tapes, jump on an airplane, go all over the country, and say, this is my son. Here's his record. Y'all need to play. Everybody that knows me, that's what I did.
We know. You don't let me forget it.
And I was up all night sometimes talking to record producers and record companies and doing breakfasts on the plane. My money, my ticket, because I saw him come from nothing to something. And that made me very proud, and that made me have to work. Same thing goes for her. Same thing goes for you. I've watched you grow into who you are. You are now a producer of movies. You're now a director of movies. You act. You do all kind of things in movies. But you have to come from somewhere. And that's, I've embraced that. I've pushed that. I've made sure that there was a door that opened for you. You met the right people, and your mom has been instrumental in helping you to do that.
And we can't really say he's mean, because there's a lot of people out here in this world that are really, really mean.
Okay, you can make excuses, but he's mean.
I mean, but it's not an excuse. I go outside, even with going to school. No one can hurt me, and I can go somewhere because I know my worth. My dad didn't lie to me and tell me that I was good and give me a trophy every time that I did something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he thickened your skin.
Did this right, but you could fix this so that when I do go to that place, they're not going to pull any punches.
Yeah.
Because Ryan Levert, they're not going to say, hey, oh, you're Ryan Levert, you should be great. No, they're going to tell me if I'm crap. Especially today. It's not about defending. I have confidence because of him. I believe in myself. I know that I can do it. Yeah, maybe it's harsh to some people. But, hey, I can't speak for everyone else. Because I think that everybody who has come from the family, including you, where he didn't pull any punches from us, have achieved something great. Haven't you not achieved? You worked on the Joker movie.
Yeah.
Say that. And you're striving to do something great. Carlisi is doing something. Cameron's putting out music. You can't say, yeah, there's some of us, but those of us who have been here with him, right there with him, we're doing stuff. We're doing good. So I can't say that, we're not anywhere in a, going through issues. We all have issues, but we're doing stuff.
Some of us.
He knows.
But that's why I say the ones that stayed and sat through it and listened to what he had to say are doing it.
Yeah. Listen, man, I love you. I appreciate you. There's never been a moment, huh?
I said I'm never gonna lie to you.
No, I know that. I know that because you call me fat to this day. You call me a fat ass. Like it's like when you say that to Monique, I was like, yeah, okay, that's how.
But we know we can call it, and then we can correct it. We see it, and we can correct it when we get ready.
Aha, aha. What what are we talking about now, guys? What
what? I think this is why I was destined to be your auntie.
Yeah, you're just Ryan.
I want to talk about this, man. You know, New Edition is going on tour with WC and Charlie Wilson, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are all my guys, you know, and I just want to give them a plug and say that they're coming out in February, and they're going to be touring all over the country. It's going to be a great tour, you know. So y'all get out there and support.
I told you you could be like. I told you if you would have just did some songs with Snoop Dogg or Justin Timberlake, or if you would have did a song with Kid Cudi, we would have the Charlie Wilson money, and then we would go out, and then you could just go.
Listen,
he's still here.
I got my money, man.
Oh no, I'm just saying more. I'm just saying more. That's all I'm saying.
So he's done for.
Huh?
We're still here.
No, he's still here. I see him. I know he's still here. They're still okay. Yeah, so let's get Snoop Dogg on the line, man. Let's get Snoop.
He knows me. If he wants to do anything, he'll reach out.
Rob, find Snoop Dogg.
Oh wow.
Rob, get Snoop Dogg and let's get them on the record. Let's get them on the show first, and let's get them on the record and make some money.
I love Snoop. I love all of those guys. You got to remember, I've engaged.
Not Anthony Hamilton.
I've had a great. Well, we're gonna get Anthony Hamilton back on.
No.
I to get LaMicah in line.
No.
And the name of the song is going to be Sweet Grits, by the way.
I just want my points, man. As long as I get my publishing, I'll be all right. You can call it Sweet Grits. That's my name now.
You ain't getting nothing for that.
Yeah, what you mean? Yeah. I need a songwriter's credit, something. The artist. Wait, it's my name.
School for this. You cannot.
You can't use my name. I will sue you like Monique is suing Netflix. Okay.
Micah, so you guys wrapped the doc that you were doing, right?
It's not a documentary. So we shot a Mike Tyson TV show. I'm talking about it now. I'm crazy.
Are you able to talk about it now?
I don't know. I don't know. We shot a Mike Tyson TV show for Hulu. It was actually cool. Director X shot the last 3 episodes. I was working with X. I was able to bring my boy Nate Edwards out. He was able to direct a little scene. So it was a cool little experience, man. But I don't think Mike Tyson necessarily wants that project to be done.
Well, how are they able to do that?
Hey, man, they just hired me, man. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. But I don't know, because it's definitely like a
Well, see, how are you able to take somebody's
likeness and just do
or whatever like that and be able to do that?
I don't know how you're able to do that. Like, I think that's insane. Because I already know that Jamie Foxx has been trying to do that movie, and I'm pretty sure it got greenlit, the Mike Tyson movie. So I don't know where they're at with that right now. But Mike is he wants to do that film, and I don't know but I've heard that he's denounced this Hulu show, and he doesn't want it done, and so it's been an experience, and I don't want to see Uncle Mike, because
you better watch it if you run. Yeah.
I'm nervous now, because last time I saw Uncle Mike, man, I shook his hand, and that was the most painful handshake I had ever experienced in my life.
Me and I think Cameron was there, right? I think so. And we had seen him, and he took a picture, and he rested his hand on the shoulder.
Getting it hurt?
I was like,
yeah,
oh
yeah, pain.
Like, it felt like a weight was just like on my shoulder, and I was like, dang.
But that's the thing.
Hit by him.
Like to be such a murder machine like Mike Tyson is. He's also like to be such a destruction machine. He really is the sweetest guy. He's just like the sweetest, nicest, like most playful, coolest dude. He's just fun and like joyous and jolly, and like it's so jolly. No, that's really like from my experiences with him. Like now, I haven't gone out partying with him like you have, but like from my experience with him, and they've been somber moments, but like he's just like playful, and he's like laughing, like.
Is that when Mike was staying in Cleveland, and Don King was his manager. Don King would come over, and he would say, when Mike Tyson, I want to bring him over to the house in Cleveland because your dad and your Uncle Sean, he says he needs to be around those kind of people. That's how your dad and your Uncle Sean became so close to him. So Mike is one of those people that easy to love, but you don't want to make him mad.
No, never. And then I remember Walt Jr. was like trying to make him mad. He was like, Walt Jr. was like messing with him. I was like, you want Mike Tyson to hit you? I was just confused. I was like, why are you talking to Iron Mike Tyson like that? Okay, all right, I see you.
But that guys, we've had a great. I can say that I've had a great life. I've been able to meet a lot of people that I thought were great. Like all these people that I meet, like Monique, Mike Tyson, you name them. Smokey Robinson, Jeffrey Smokey. Yeah, right. Whatever.
Pretty eyes, pretty eyes.
Annabelle, you name them. All the people that I've been able to meet, I've admired these people and their work, and they are people that I think have been great for the Black community, and that some of them are still doing their part for the Black culture. And I think that we all get into this for the Black culture. And my father used to tell me all the time, your name will go further than you will ever go. So I live to make my family name represent something, represent, something that's great, something that people need to be around. So that's why I try to stay out of the way of trouble. I try to make sure that anybody who comes in contact with me know that I represent not only Eddie Levert, but I represent my whole family. And I'm going to represent them at the highest level that I ever can. And that's the way you all should feel. And that's the way everybody who has a family should represent. Know that you're representing your whole family. You're not just about you. And when you do dumb shit, you're reflecting on your whole family. So don't do it.
I mean, you've done dumb shit though, like, right?
Yeah, but dumb like you.
Well, no, but you've done dumb shit.
I was young and dumb like you.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm able to tell you all, stop being dumb shit.
Stop being dumb shit. All right.
If I ever, I love our last name.
Or else you won't live as long as I live.
I'm pulling a card. If I ever get married, I'm hyphenating my name.
Oh, you're keeping the name, huh? You're not letting it go.
Oh, Oh no,
Yeah. I hear you. I love my last name.
This name comes with perks. You get to skip the line at the DMV.
Boy, he knows. Wait a minute. He knows.
You get to skip the line at
Wait
the
a minute.
DMV.
Hold it. He knows.
I didn't really listen. So like I didn't really fully understand the perks of the name until I went to Morehouse, to be real. Cause I went to, through grade school, I was around white folks. So they were like, the OJs, Gerald Levert, who's that? And then they'd hear, they'd be like, oh, Love Train, Love Train. Yeah, I know those songs. But then I grew up with them. So then I went to Morehouse, and then I was getting like a couple extra scoops of lunch. You know what I'm saying? And the teachers were willing to help me a little bit more with some stuff, and I was like, oh, this last name goes a little ways, huh? This is cool. Oh, I can get 2 bed. I can get one room and not have a roommate. This is cool. Like I was really
all the secrets.
Yeah. I mean it was listen, I'm in my 30s now. It doesn't matter. But at the same time, like, you said what?
It matters to us. You giving away all the good.
Nah, I mean, I'm just saying I appreciated it. It was cool. It was cool. It was a cool little thing. And I want to say thank you, man.
That is just an example that we should all try to make our name.
But also my dad had just passed away and I went to college. So like my dad passed when I was like 16, 17. So a lot of people also felt bad. And they were like, oh, little boy, let's give him his own room.
All I was going to say is that this is a good example to show why you should take pride in your name. Everyone. And make it worth something.
Everybody. Everybody. Just know that when you do stuff, it affects not only you, it affects your dad.
Said, thank you, Dad.
Your mom, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your friends. It affects everybody that knows you. It represents you. You're carrying a lot of weight on you, and recognize that and respect that and wear it well.
Yeah, I love it. Do you think do you ever take into consideration the identity aspect of it? The fact that it's hard to have your own identity when you're attached to such a legacy?
No, it's not hard. You just gotta work.
I think you're saying that because it's your identity that you've built.
No. Because I've already got my rewards.
Yeah, because you built.
I've got all the accolades that I could ever get, and accolades are nothing.
Yeah, those are your accolades that you built off.
The things that really make me proud, that I'm really the proudest of, is to see you being successful, is to see her being successful, and to see my cousins or anyone in the family being successful, because I did my part and I represented. Now it's your turn to represent.
Yep, and what I do is like, the name has its perks, but I think that if we all in our family, because I think he was talking about mainly us.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about you.
And in the shadow of the name, I think if we just live in our truth, be us. Don't let the
That's
name.
all I'm saying.
Don't let the name make us.
Make the wherewithal. Don't let that.
Don't
be
let the
reason.
name make us.
Look,
we make. The
remember
name.
this. The only reason why the name you should use the name to open the door. But once you get inside of the door, you've got to do the job. It means nothing. The name only opens the door. When you get inside the door, it's when it starts counting. If you don't do the job, they're going to throw you back.
Yeah, they're going to kick you out. You're out of here.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So remember that. That's why you must keep the name clean so you can open the door. Yeah. If you don't keep the name clean, you can't open the door.
For some of those people, I'm about to be 20 this year, but I've been here before, so I've been on this earth before.
Oh, no joke.
Somebody asked if me and Candy are close.
But I know very smart and a great person.
You are a great person.
Oh God.
Who's a great person?
Ryan, all of you. Nana, you are a great person too.
I think we're running out of time here.
Yeah.
Too many accolades. Wow. Too many great people.
I'm just kidding, man.
So
I try to be
guys,
great.
Do you know who we're gonna have on next week? Lamika?
Not yet.
We don't know, but we'll be here, and we'll still be on the road. We'll probably be where? Louisiana?
Yeah.
When we'll be in Louisiana.
Oh, we're going to the country, y'all.
Yeah, we rolling. Or whatever. And we want to say Happy New Year. And maybe it be prosperous.
You're saying like too much affection.
Who?
You, because you were saying that's too many accolades.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
But yes.
You guys, next week we'll probably.
Next week?
That will be.
What's next week? Hold on.
Everybody be safe.
Yeah, everybody be safe.
It'll be the new year, so we'll see you guys next year.
We'll see you in 2022.
Yes, absolutely. So you guys be safe. Don't drink too much, and don't be driving fast. Stay out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Wear your mask if you go somewhere.
Social distance. Keep
social distance. And get your 7th shot.
Yeah.
And get your 9th shot. Make sure you guys are good and in the clear.
Your 10th shot.
Get your
made it to 2022. Hopefully,
Listen,
all of
guys,
you make it.
I love you guys. Hope you guys be safe.
Is that all we're talking about? This is the last. Like we're not doing like a recap. We're not gonna do like something cool or funny before the next year. We're just gonna end it like this.
No, we're gonna look at you. We're gonna look at you and say, "Sweet grits."
Oh.
We're gonna rate you
cold-blooded.
We'll rate Lamika 10 out of 10 edibles, since we always like to rate drugs.
Jesus Christ.
20 out of 20 methamphetamine.
No, Jesus Christ. Did we so we're not doing the movie. You guys didn't watch the movie, huh?
Well, no, I'll give the synopsis. Matrix, the new one, price gouging for money, and trash. You're welcome.
Yeah, I kept falling asleep.
They say trash.
I thought it was trash. I didn't understand why they even trash. But next week,
to waste your time, just know that we warned you.
Yeah. But next week, let's watch Don't Look Up, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
You got it. Because The Matrix was trash.
It was trash. All right, I know you guys want to get off. I'm sorry for keeping you.
Spider-Man.
Fine.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, I was saying we gotta watch Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. I mean, you've seen all the other ones though, right? You've seen all the Spider-Man.
DiCaprio movie, right?
Huh? Well, the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Don't Look Up, that's a really good social commentary on like people and listen to the government and all that stuff. So I think that would be a cool movie to talk about. But also, yeah, Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man, like you guys have to watch the new Spider-Man. It's
a lot of accolades.
It's already made $1 billion. What'd you say, Nana?
I can't spoil it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're Leverts. We make no comment.
No. Yeah, we won't. All right, listen. By the time, if they'll watch Spider-Man 3, everybody should have seen it by now. And if you haven't seen it, you're not gonna go see it. So we're gonna spoil the movie. Next week, let's do Spider-Man 3.
No, he's not saying anything.
No, we're gonna spoil the movie next week.
Yeah. So y'all better go see it.
Go watch it before the new year.
Is that Ant off in the corner?
No, that's Ernest. That's your cousin Ernest.
Let me see cousin Ernest. Hey,
what's up, cuz?
What's happening? How you feeling?
The rocket scientist.
He's the smart one.
They're at my house.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all at the house. Okay. Yeah, he's the cousin that gives me hope for us. He gives the Levert, and he looks just like us, but like he's the rocket scientist. Oh my God. I remember when I met him at the
to say?
Huh?
What are you trying to say?
None of us are that smart.
Yeah, well, you're about right. You're close to right.
Oh, buddy. Okay,
guys. We're gonna call it a night, guys. We had a great time.
Love you.
Love you, guys. I'll talk to you later, Lamont.
I'll call you. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.